Welcome back guys, this is Richard from Productive Academy, and in this video we will see about all the issues with White Hat Junior and find out whether your kid should learn from White Hat Junior or not. I don't know how long this video is going to be on before White Hat Junior removes it, so make sure you watch the video completely. So let's begin. Coding camps are becoming very popular nowadays. Several apps and websites to teach coding is increasing day by day. Famous concepts such as artificial intelligence, app development, web development can be learned just from the internet. However, the industry takes a brave and unusual turn when it starts to target kids. One such famous and well-known startup is White Hat Junior. White Hat Junior is a coding platform which aims to teach coding to kids, and it was brought by Byju's recently for $300 million. They provide one-on-one training to kids, and one class is charged at 700 rupees averagely. You can even book a free trial class in it. They are having an impressive roadmap promising big things for your child. And they claim that their teachers are experts in these fields. And they also say that the students learn from them are successful and creating million-dollar apps. But the problem with making such brave claims is that you have to keep up with those claims. One such brave claim was about Ulf Gupta. White Hat Junior claimed that a 13-year-old child named Ulf Gupta learned AI to land at $1.2 million job from Google. This is an active, brave claim. They are saying that a kid got placed on Google because he was trained at White Hat. And another claim was made by White Hat that a 9-year-old named Ulf Gupta again earns 150 crore from Google, and they also say that a 9-year-old named Ryan Venkat did the same thing. Later, a man named Pradeep Punia revealed that these children doesn't exist and White Hat was lying to us. He began to post about these things on his social profiles. Now White Hat Junior themselves admit that Ulf Gupta was indeed an imaginary child. And it doesn't end here. There are also imaginary apps. A Slack chat of White Hat Junior was released in the internet where someone who had seen another ad of White Hat Junior about a 13-year-old becoming CEO of a face detection app. He wanted to see that app since one of his students was interested in it. And Karan Bajaj, the CEO of White Hat Junior, says that they need to create that app now. And one of their employees responds that he can create that app, but he cannot get a 13-year-old to create a company around it. And the CEO responds to that by saying that we will. So they are aware that they can't make a 13-year-old to do it. But still, they are posting ads based on imaginary children and imaginary apps. Two people who spoke against White Hat Junior and tried to reveal the truth has been sued by White Hat. These two individuals, Pradeep Punia and Anirudh Malpani, was sued $2.7 million and $1.9 million respectively for posting criticism about White Hat. They also say that Pradeep Punia hacked their Slack chat, which is unsure if it was him who did that. It took me literally 2 minutes to get this screenshot from Google. Not only these people, White Hat Junior is also trying to silence all forms of criticism against them. They don't want any of those stuff to get public. They don't want anyone to know about their imaginary children and apps. They are reporting and removing various posts from different social media platforms. Pradeep Punia had 2 YouTube channels removed, got his LinkedIn account removed, and he is now in a new account called Pradeep Punia 3.0. You can check it from the link in the description. He has a lot of things about White Hat Junior posted. According to CoffeeZilla, they have removed 51 YouTube videos, 27 Twitter accounts, and 11 Facebook posts, 30 LinkedIn posts, 3 Instagram posts, and 2 posts from 9gag just in the month of October. So they are constantly searching and removing posts. They are basically searching for hate posts and putting most effort in removing them, which is wrong. People need to have freedom to express their opinions. An organization which charges tens of thousands of rupees for training your child should have capable teachers for the task. However, in White Hat Junior, you can literally become an instructor there without any prior teaching or coding experience. I'm not saying that only experience should be teaching coding. Even I was a newbie when I took my first workshop. However, the teacher should at least be trained in the subject accordingly before teaching them to others. White Hat Junior doesn't seem to maintain that standard. In a trial class, when a child asks the difference between Java and JavaScript, the teacher ignores that question.
Difference okay. Ma'am.
Yeah, you will be learning all of that in your future classes. So first we will be learning from the basic for you to understand.
Difference.
And in another class where a child asks the teacher what is internet and cloud, the teacher gives irrelevant and incorrect explanations.
If your pen drive space is also full, then you will try to save it in a hard disk, correct?
Yes,
If your
ma'am.
hard disk is also full, then what can you do? You can only save it in air, in space, in cloud, right? Because you don't require any device. It is in air, in cloud.
Ma'am, how can so many files be saved?
Okay, so that's why we save it
Yes,
on
ma'am.
cloud.
Keeping this aside, the teachers in White Hat Junior is also being pressured by the superiors to keep pushing the parents to buy their course. They are literally being scolded for not pushing parents enough. And when a White Hat teacher posted that the work culture in White Hat is frustrating and suicidal and depressing, White Hat Junior staff begin to report the tweet and try to remove it, again controlling what the public shouldn't see. As I said already, White Hat Junior charges very high prices for their services. And when you charge such high prices, you need to provide equal value, or at least make people believe that you are providing equal value. White Hat Junior does this by making huge claims, such as your kid will earn a game developer certificate at 8th class and start a company after 48 classes. They even go one step further while advertising about this, where there are investors fighting to buy Chintu's hat. These advertisements create an illusion that it's mandatory for children to learn coding, and when they say things like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg learned coding while they were young, this highly feeds FOMO to parents, which is known as fear of missing out. They get scared that their kid will be left out and start to feel guilty and end up registering in courses like this. One must understand that it's not mandatory for your kid to learn coding for them to be successful. There are lots of millionaires without a coding background, and even if you want to learn coding, there are lots of sources in the internet to learn it for free, and I'm sure most of them could be even understood by kids. And I'm pretty sure they know the difference between Java and JavaScript and also know about cloud and internet. I myself learned most of coding through the internet and YouTube, and I can assure that it's totally worth it. You don't have to pay tens of thousands of dollars to get a quality education. It's free on the internet. You just need to put in that 1 or 2 minutes effort to search what you are looking for. And I'm not sure how much longer this video is going to be on the internet. White Hat Junior may try to remove it, so kindly share it with the people who need this information before the video is being removed. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I put a lot of effort in making this video, a lot of research and editing, so I'll be very glad if you drop a like and subscribe to my channel. I'm posting new videos every week, so I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.